What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing's easy. We are back with another hard rant stream. I know it's been a while. Sorry, I've been up to some shit, and I really just wanted to play a whole bunch of video games. We're gonna play video games later on tonight, but I wanted to do this hard rant stream because it's actually kind of important, because gaming media is slowly dying. Some of you might already know this, but yeah. I should have touched up on this like a while ago, but Claire Obscure and Oblivion were kicking my ass. Also, there were updates to older games that I played, and also for some odd reason, like I'm playing this game called Forever Skies. Look that game up if you like survival, sort of base building, sort of RPG. Forever Skies is a game where you take control of a hot air balloon that you can fully customize and sort of put whatever you want, and you're in this war-torn apocalyptic world that is completely infected, and all the humans are slowly dying because of an infection, and you have to figure out a vaccine for people so they can, probably terraform the world again. It's slowly, it's touching onto things where it's like, oh, mankind, it's your fault for destroying this world. And I'm like, yada, yada, yada. Okay, well, let me build this giant hot air balloon ship and let me figure it out so we can not fuck up the world again. I'm hard right now too. What the fuck? Hey, Craig, how you doing, man? Steven, what's up? What's up? Can't wait for the rant. Yeah, man. How you doing? Briars, what's up? Just stopped by to say hi and chat. Hope all is well. Yeah, it's been a while, Briars. How you doing? I hope you're enjoying Claire Obscure. Yeah, I am super excited to get into this whole Polygon issue. And also, hold on. I totally forgot to add the thumbnail. I have to add the thumbnail afterwards for some odd reason on YouTube. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, we're chilling right now. Just wanted to say hi to everybody. I'm setting up the stream right now. Lately, I've been just playing so many good games that I'm such in a good mood. And I know people want to see me have hard rants, and I will bring those hard rants out. But we just keep winning is what I'm saying. We just keep winning. Okay? So I still have a whole bunch of hard rants, but I'm feeling good. You know what I mean? With the gaming industry. And people are saying, well, on consoles, the consoles are getting more expensive, and the physical copies are getting more expensive for all consoles and platforms. And I'm over here just like, get a PC. Just get a PC, please. Just stop. Stop playing around. Stop waiting. Save some money. Get yourself a PC. Listen to me right now. No, you're not listening. You're not listening because you need to listen. I am fucking stupid, okay? I am fucking retarded, okay? I'm surprised that I ever got laid in my life, but somehow somebody was stupid enough to let me put my pee-pee inside them, okay? If I'm this stupid, okay? How the fuck was I able to make my own PC? It is right here. My PC is right here. I was able to make my own PC, and it didn't explode. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay? If I can do it, you can do it. So, if you're one of those people that are skeptical about making your own PC, please don't. Please don't. I just try. And I try. I worked my fucking ass off for this PC. I worked my fucking ass off. And I slowly built it up over time. Over time, it was horrible, but when it first turned on and it didn't explode and everything was just set up right, man, I'm not gonna say that I bawled my eyes out, but I was super happy about it. Don't say Veilguard yeah, please don't. Yeah, let's not. Yeah, please don't. I like how Crake knows that I'm actually slowly getting upset. I'm not even getting upset over the game anymore. I'm just getting upset because people mention it. like a father that says like, please don't mention anything about the war to your father or your grandfather. It's like, hey grandpa, what was it like in the war? What'd you say, boy? I told you not to tell him. I told you not to mention the war. That's basically what's going on with me right now with Veilguard. It's like, stop mentioning it. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, shit. I need to fill my drink. Hold on 1 second. What? I'm gonna refill. Okay. Got my drink. We got some wine. What kind of wine? Red wine. The one that only matters. I know there's different types of wine out there, but I'm sorry, red wine is where it's at. It's a great feeling when you build your first PC and it boots. Yes, it is so good, man. Man, I bawled my eyes out because man, shit, man, I like, cause I don't really have much, and I was working towards something that I really wanted to work towards because I wanted to work on my YouTube channel, and like, I don't know, like, I was like, just please don't fuck up, just please don't fuck up, and it didn't fuck up. It worked. Everything was fine, and I think that's great. I just wanted something that I planned on to work, and yeah, it was great. Anyway, almost got me teary-eyed. Fuck you, all right? Oh no! One time I dropped an AMD CPU and bent like half the pins, spent 5 hours with a pair of microscopic pliers and bent them all back, and the PC booted. Oh, bro. I bet after that, because I had an incident like that with my PC, where I was like, man, I was just like, because I was like, I just spent like almost $400 or $500 on the CPU. I get how you feel, Craig, when you feel like you just broke something that you just spent money on, and I'm just like, I'm like getting angry. I don't know whether or not to punch a wall or to just cry about it, and I'm just like, and it boots up after you fix it, and you're like, thank God, it. Because you're like, you finally got everything. You have a day off. You finally got everything set up. You only need to set this one thing up, and oh God, you are replaying a moment in my life, bro. Oh my gosh, yeah, that happened too, man. Okay, I guess we should talk about this Polygon nonsense. We're gonna be talking everything is gonna be primarily towards the games media, because we all know what's happening, but I want to touch base on it. But it's good to see you all. Yeah, I get it. I don't have much money either. It was a pretty big deal. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just like you can say like, oh shit, maybe if I like, when it comes to PC parts. When it comes to PC parts, it is really hard to get a return or a or a what's the word I'm looking for? A return, or getting another one. It's like, hey man, this one broke. And it's like, well, was it because of you, or was it because of like the packaging? And you know, it's just like, it's like, well, I dropped it when I tried to open it. And it's like, you can't say that. You can't say that, because that's just not gonna work. If you say, oh, you broke it because I opened it and it fell on the ground and then the pins dropped, they're not gonna take that shit. They're gonna be like, that's your fucking fault. That's it. That's your fucking fault. However, when it comes to shipping, if the packaging is all fucked up, and even that is wonky because they don't know whether or not to trust you. But take it from me, if you know a Karen, or if you know mom or grandma, they have little swindler sort of ideas to be like, oh, well, I can do this and then break it and then get some of my money back. And I'm like, grandma, that's fucked up, grandma. It's like, yeah, but we can get a deal on this. And I'm like, you're fucked up, grandma. It's not my grandma, by the way, but I've seen some grandmas really like try to swindle their way out of shit. Listen, you respect your elders, but not all of them. You know what I mean? They are sneaky like children. When I bought my own PC with money, I saved it, and it was a great feeling, like I earned this shit. Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. Yeah, that's the feeling of it turning on and everything. It was good. It was real good. Yeah. Anyway, let's turn on this thing. I just wanted to put on some lotion because I was feeling a little bit dry. Okay, let's turn this down because it's probably too loud. Okay. Yo, stop barking. I don't know. I don't think any of you guys can hear this anyway. Dog over there barking. Finally stopped now. Okay. Let's go ahead and leave that to the side. Okay. I don't know why they're forwarding this to Polygon. So, alright. Maybe I should make this a little bit bigger. Bigger? I know how to speak. Okay. Alright guys, everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Here with another hard rant for you on to Polygon and games media. I have a lot to talk about, so it's going to be one of those videos that might be like a little bit longer, because this is something that we should actually be, when it comes to the gaming media, we all have our grievances one way or another with how they operate. The games media is supposed to give us certain critical information on a product that we want to purchase. But lately, I would say from 2015 to now, lately games or even a little bit before that, games media has just shifted from it being something where, like I said, there would be some sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? There'd be integrity to it, and they wouldn't, shoot their own audience on the foot, that sort of thing, and it would give you constructive criticism on what to purchase, when it comes to the games and consoles and PC products and that sort of thing. Even Polygon used to be good at one point. They had some great ideas, but now, if you look at all these sites, Polygon, Kotaku, all these sites that used to be something long time ago, well, if you look at their websites right now, it is riddled with ads. You want to know why? It's because they've been getting constantly laid off. And Polygon, one of the biggest gaming games medias, is now being completely sold to Valnet. hit with mass layoffs because, well, we all know about Polygon. Polygon is just a male version of Kotaku. Kotaku, well, I don't know, stank ass pussy or something. I don't know. Kotaku's the stank ass pussy. But Polygon, it pretty much says pretty much what IGN and everybody else says, but in a grander spectrum, much like Kotaku. With IGN, even though IGN has been hit with mass layoffs, they're still going to survive because this is how IGN operates. They do a little bit of their own fucking controversy, and they you remember back then and when IGN would have like fucking hot models, like hot gamer models and people, you know, that are booth babes and stuff. They cut that shit out. Ever since the hot babe like booth models have been gone, IGN has been fallen. Every single one of these gaming medias have been fallen because they want to do this sort of like, you know, they want to talk down to us. They want to tell us what we can and can't feel. They want to talk about political ideologies that nobody really agrees with. They want to appeal to a modern audience that doesn't exist. This is what's been falling. And IGN slowly, this is why IGN bought all those sort of publications, because they want to keep themselves above water. IGN has slowly, not slowly, you remember that guy that did the Veilguard and Kingdom Come Deliverance fucking article? Yeah, that fucking weird dude that's a dude and not a woman. Yeah, that guy is still there. So he's a fucking problem because he's been telling us, oh, this game's a 9 out of 10, and everybody in the world agrees that Veilguard is a fucking 0. And now he's playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and now he likes it because there's a black dude. It's just the truth, Kingdom Come Deliverance. That's the only reason. The reason IGN is still up is because they've been dialing down on the amount of political pandering bullshit that they've been doing that nobody agrees with. They've been pulling back. They've been doing a little bit here. Gameplay, IGN first. Bringing out new video games that have been coming out, because IGN's a good place for certain video game developers to be seen, because IGN has how many fucking people? Almost 18 million subscribers for IGN. Almost 15, I think. They have 15 million subscribers on YouTube, but for some odd reasons, they're not reaching the same number of fucking views on their videos. It's not going to be the same. Like 15 million people are going to watch 15, you know, those 15 million people are going to watch every video that they have. But you would notice, like, much like Asmongold, because people actually go to Asmongold for critical, actual, non-apologetic feedback. You notice right away when Asmongold brings down a video, he only has 3 million fucking followers, by the way. 3 million subscribers. But do you notice that when his videos come out, they explode. They explode, especially after that whole fucking thing with the whole the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard shit. His shit was exploding every step of the fucking way. Women love drama, obviously. But anyway, his thing, he's only got 3 million, maybe 4 million on his channel. IGN has 15 million, and I'm over here thinking, oh shit, each one of their videos is probably going to hit like probably 600,000, maybe maybe like a little 800 million, something. I'm not 800 million, but 800,000. You notice a strong, because this is what I think what's happening is because lately a lot of developers are not going to IGN to be like seen, because lo and behold, when it comes to these gaming medias, they like to suck up a lot of the, you know, game developers' money. When IGN says, hey, we'll do an IGN like first, but you're gonna have to pay us, that sort of thing. There's a lot of contracts and deals between developers and games media. So in order, like for instance, when Veilguard came out, a lot of people went to IGN to find out what's happening with Dragon Age, because Dragon Age, that first trailer, was fucking shit. So even though the game looks like shit, IGN was getting those fucking, like, you know, those fucking views, regardless of whether or not, you know, they're like, I'm not making the game, but hey, we got IGN first. You're gonna see the game only here, so you have to come here. That's good money right there. But people are starting to slowly back away from going to IGN, spending money, trying to get certain incentives for them to have a good score. That sort of shit is something, all that bureaucratic bullshit that people don't like, devs are going to turn away from it, and certain, like, video gamers are going to be pulling away from it. People don't like that shit. Polygon, on the other hand, like IGN is doing a little bit of political bullshit, Polygon, every step of the way, every single article, I was over here thinking, well, not every article, I would say like about 90% of every article that they make is some sort of messaging, political, like, libtard bullshit on their website. And I'm over here just like, can we get some information on the game, please? Is the game good? What does it have? What do you not like? And then they're over here like, for example, on Polygon, they're over here talking about GTA 6 is sexy, but we still can't see the kissing. Apparently, for Polygon, what they believe, the only thing that they're focusing on with the whole trailer is, well, they don't do kissing good like some games. It's really hard to get the kissing right. There's another reason Rockstar might have chosen a demurely cut away kissing in video games, nearly always dumb. Game developers can make skin glow, they can make their hair toss, they can capture light refracting in a character's eyes or a furrow of doubt creasing a brow, but they can't yet make lips smooth, smush together in a way that looks remotely convincing, let alone alluring. I'm gonna let you know right now, first of all, you're Polygon, okay? If you're a game media that's well known, this is not the article I would talk about. I would talk about the trailer and all the things that people might have missed. By the way, people have already made videos about that. Other YouTubers have made videos about the 2-minute GTA 6 trailer, and they're like, oh shit, 20 things that you might have missed. And they are blowing up. Those videos about, like, you know, those videos are blowing up. What does Polygon get? Polygon gets 9 comments. Yes, Polygon, that has more fucking pull in the game's media, gets 9 comments about an article about kissing in a trailer. That's all you got. Meanwhile, these people going like, oh shit, did you miss that thing in the video? Meanwhile, they're getting 200K views and growing. These random YouTubers. People that actually care about the game. So you see what I'm fucking talking about? Oh, and by the way, you want to see Polygon and their own people? This is what they say, because you have to sign in to have a conversation for Polygon. You want to know what one of these people that didn't get pulled off? This is something that you honestly would be banned for, or you would get timed out for saying. Guess what one of the comments would say? Jason is the male character right there. This person says Veronica Triumphant, whatever the fuck that name means. Also, Jason looks like the most generic slab of white boy nothing I've ever seen. I don't not get the hype. Well, you don't get grammar either. So these are the people that they care about. This person's not getting timed out for saying something like that. This is their website. Let's keep going, because we're not done. And these Polygon media journalists, they're all saying stuff online like, oh shit, I guess I'm gonna have to go find a job. Ah, man, I can't believe this is, well, I saw this coming, and I'm like, you saw this coming, bitch? And I'm like, oh, is it because you said something like, I don't know, Black Myth Wukong grabs surprise Game of the Year win at the Golden Joysticks. Game Science Action of Epic Triumphs in Public Vote. But if you read it, they're only talking about, it's like, oh, well, they won the Golden Joysticks. But their controversial thing that's been allegedly, you know, that the misogynistic thing that they said allegedly by an IGN report right down below right here, and they speak about this level of support boosts Black Myth Wukong's chances at the Game Awards on December 12th, where it is also nominated for Game of the Year, but it also only boosts them by so much. Public voting only counts toward 10% of the final result, which is bullshit at the Game Awards, with the remaining 90% coming from a voting jury of critics, which is Polygon, by the way, not anymore, and games media publications. Though broad and international, the jury is still likely to favor the 5 other nominees. I'm telling you right now, that 10% is fucking bullshit. This is why people, you want to know why the Game Awards always gets flooded comments saying like woke bullshit, this is stupid bullshit, this is stupid trash? This is the reason why right here. You prop up all these people saying, oh shit, your vote matters. Meanwhile, their vote doesn't matter. It's only 10%. This is why people just want to say whatever the fuck they feel like on your comment section, because they don't fucking believe you, Jeff Keighley. They don't. They don't believe any of you guys. This is why you guys are slowly dying. And it's a good thing, because you can be easily replaced by people or AI, which might happen. It's coming. It's coming. Because you pull off this bullshit right here. Talking about some, oh shit, well, was like, well, alleged misogyny of its leadership. Bitch, shut the fuck up, okay? The only misogynist around here is everybody. Everybody's a misogynist in some way or another, okay? Shut the fuck up. That's not really a crime, okay? It's not really a crime. No, it's not. So, what the fuck are you talking about? What, are you gonna go to China and change the fucking rules or something? Get the fuck out of here or something like that. Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious right now? Also, I like to add the part that they said, oh, alleged. If it's alleged, then why the fuck would you put it in your article? I get it. You want to get news, but don't you want to bring home the facts? Don't you want to bring home the facts? This is how people trust you. If you bring out this whole, I think they were mean to girls this one time, you're not a game. Does this sound like a game journalist? Oh, Black Myth Wukong's making record, sales, but they were mean to this one girl maybe at this one time. Does that sound like cash money to you? No. Well, then mass layoffs then. Here's another one. Marvel Spider-Man. This is the 2018 Marvel Spider-Man, the first one. Marvel Spider-Man already got a remaster for PlayStation 5 back in 2020, and now it's been released remaster for PC as well, with a spin-off game, Miles Morales, to be released on PC later this year. And despite its glossy sheen on 2 new platforms since its release, it hasn't aged well. In fact, its celebration of both the police and surveillance states is downright cringeworthy today. Newcomers might expect some twist ending in which Spidey discovers and unravels systemic corruption. But the Spider-Man is still just a surface level as the new coat of paint that this remaster offers up. There are criminals and there are civilians, heroes and supervillains, and nothing in between. That's what people wanted. If people want Spider-Man, they're gonna get Spider-Man. They want Spider-Man swinging around, saving people, the police going, hey, thanks, Spider-Man, appreciate the help. And Jonah Jameson going like, he's a menace. He's a menace, with a cigar in his mouth. You remember that one time you had to save Jonas? You were holding him and he was like, we finally found you, Spider-Man. I'm gonna turn you in. He's like, how you gonna turn me in? We're flying around here. You know, we're swinging around. You don't want me to drop you or something. Like, that's what we want. And a bunch of villains that were like really hard to fight, like Spider-Man fighting off so many different enemies. This is what people wanted. A simple Spider-Man game. And then Spider-Man 2 comes out and people are like, yeah, it's fine. And people know the reason why. But they don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that. So these are the reasons that people like, put that down. People like Polygon are surely falling. Polygon tells me you haven't played the game without telling me you haven't played the game. I'm pretty sure 1 in 4 Polygon review sessions require manual intervention to prevent the reviewer from choking to death on the peripherals. See, people don't respect you, Polygon. People don't respect you. These sort of things that you put up on here, let me check your site, Polygon. I mean, there ain't nobody there anyway. There ain't nobody out there anyway. You got an article over here. Best games on Apple Arcade right now. 1 comment. It's like Ollie Welsh, by Ollie Welsh, 9 comments. By Ollie Welsh again, 3 comments. Another thing over here, 3 comments. 1 comment. They don't give a shit about you. I'm gonna let you know right now. Back then, you probably could have worked, Polygon, because people were pissed at you and your stupid reviews and your stupid articles. But now people are apathetic. Now people are just like, you know what? You know what? Don't care. That's the one you should be worried about. Not them being angry and then looking at you and watching your shit because they're angry at you. That's what I'm doing right now. You should watch out for the moment that they don't care any fucking more. And that's what happens. You get mass fucking layoffs because the only thing that you can talk about, the only thing that you want to talk about is policeman bad. Make sure that the guy is, is the guy, he's a white boy, but is he kissing right in the game? Is that what we're focusing on? We're focused on, you're going over to Valnet. You are being bought out by Valnet, the most lukewarm fucking like dead brain sort of like people. We got Open Critic, Game Rant, Screen Rant. I fucking hate Screen Rant. The Gamer. I fucking hate The Gamer. Dual Shockers. All these brain dead sort of areas that these other fucking places that don't fucking matter to anybody. They see it on the side of their screen and they don't click it. Or it's all these areas are lukewarm. This is where you're at now. You're at the end of your rope. That is a bad. Somebody says, "Oh no, that's a bad list." Is Open Critic bad? I like that site, or did I miss something? A couple of these are good. I think Game Rant is okay, but I can't be too sure. Screen Rant, The Gamer are really, really bad. They're really bad. Screen Rant was the gaming media site that said that there was too much toxic masculinity in Space Marines 2. That was the one. You remember when Polygon was saying Bayonetta was... Listen, you remember when they said something about Bayonetta and they were just like, ah, man, well, isn't this a bygone era? Maybe we should tone it down a bit. Shut the fuck. I was about to say you should get fired, but you guys are already fired. Never mind. You can't... you can't yell at your farm animals if your farm has no animals, okay? Get back in your stable. Oh, that's right. I didn't buy any horses. You can't do that. I'm unfamiliar with OpenCritic, but Screen Rant, Game Rant, and I fucking hate CBR, are all garbage content mills that churn up slop. I worked for Screen Rant for 2 weeks, and it completely killed my enthusiasm for writing about games. They just wanted nonstop clickbait garbage, quantity over quality with no real ethics. And that's what I said. These sites make dull. It's like buying weed with less of the high, and you still paid for the same price. That's what you're getting. You're just like, yeah, I'm not high, but I felt it for 2 seconds. That's what these sites are. Safe. They are stupid, but they are safe. Oh yeah, that's right. I totally forgot. These sites right here, that guy right down below just reminded me. OpenCritic, Game Rant, all these places, including Polygon that's getting bought out by Valnet. All these places, DualShocker, CBR, all these places, the pay over there is straight up abysmal. Almost criminal even. So they pay them less to bring out just average articles that don't see that's how you become a journalist, when you give the hard-hitting questions to certain developers and certain, like, even when it comes to PC, you want to ask the hard questions through AMD, through Nvidia, because you as people need to get information through those journalists in order to find out if those people that are selling you on something, whether or not they're fucking with you or not. But if they're over here talking about like, well, Nexus Mods used to be a good site, but since they backed down on fucking on fucking the Oblivion fucking mod over male and female, they might be a little problematic. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? All trash. And you know what? Good. Good. I'm so glad that this is happening. So glad this is happening. Good. Let them die. Let them die. Here's another one that I want to bring up. I don't know this new one, but this is called SVG. I've never fucking heard them before in my life. But before I talk to them, let me go check out chat. E3 needs to come back, bro. I miss E3. Every month, every year, I come back and I'm like, oh man, we didn't need E3 actually. But now I'm coming back to it and I'm like, actually, we did. Because now that there's different showcases, if anything, when it comes to E3, it not only brings people together, but it also serves as sort of an accountability thing, because not only will we get booth babes back, we better get booth babes back, but also here's another thing. It sort of gives other, like, if Xbox comes along, we start to, PlayStation people will be there too, and Nintendo people will be there too, and everybody's there asking questions. Is this game good? Yada yada. If you put all the Xbox people in one area, one Xbox showcase, and no E3, guess what you're gonna get? An echo chamber. That's right. Everybody's saying, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Everything's good. Game's great. Everything's great in Xbox. Get yourself an Xbox. That's what you're gonna get. But if you bring them all together, it's just like, well, you kind of gotta open your mouth there. Cheers, Mr. Hardcore. Got me some beers, chilling, watching you. Hey, Maximize, enjoy that beer. Also, cheers, man. Cheers. Good to have you. Oh, the dog stopped barking, so I hope that's all right. They should have fired Melissa Mercante. She was their life. They shouldn't have fired Melissa Mercante. She was their lifeline. No, she wasn't. I'm gonna tell you right now, if Alyssa Mercante stayed at Kotaku, here's what would have happened. Kotaku would have died already. Kotaku's going to die this year. It's going to be next. It's going to be this year. They fired Alyssa Mercante because she was doing a speed run with Kotaku to make them fall off the fucking cliff. Perfect example. Perfect example. Their last video was 7 months ago. Their last video on YouTube was 7 months ago. Yeah. 7 months ago. They're done. They're cooked. There's no simmering with Kotaku. They're just burnt. I wanted to bring up something else when it comes to games media. This one is pertaining to a great game that actually kind of looks kind of interesting, but I got it on wishlist on Steam, but I want to wait until the game's finished because I want to get all the goodies. This game is called Schedule 1. It's about you becoming a drug dealer, basically. And SVG, I've never heard of SVG. But this gaming media is saying it's pretty clear why Schedule 1 has lost 78% of its player base in a month. That's an easy answer. It's because people ate up the content and now they're waiting for 1.0. It's the same with most games. If you got really good numbers, really good numbers, people will come back. People will definitely come back. And if I remember correctly, Schedule 1, let's see, CMDB, right? Thanks. Schedule 1's on the top 10 right here. What the fuck? Schedule 1's doing good. Schedule 1's doing really good. Let's check out the charts. Right now they're at they're doing fine. All-time peak last month was this much. They're doing fine. And let me remind you guys of how many people have been working on Schedule 1. One person. Hell, there might be 2 or 3 other people that he's working with. I think if I'm pretty sure it's just some white dude with like some dreads, and he's just like, whoa, dude, everybody coming over playing my game, bruh. Whoa, shit, bruh. Alright, what else should we put in the game, bruh, before 1.0 hits? And it's just one dude. This motherfucker got the money. So, this is giving him plenty of incentive to keep on working the game. What if it's a woman? You know what? What if it's a woman? What if it's a woman with dreads and she's got like an Evanescence shirt on? I would be rock hard. I'd be like, bruh, I'm a fan. I'm a fan for no particular reason. She's just this old school corn loving, lip biscuit loving, like beautiful goth bitch. Like, yeah, fuck yeah. I'd be like, hey, and she's just smoking pot, and she's just like, yo, everybody loves my game. I would love it. They are winning. And so, this is an early access game. So, when 1.0 comes out, there's going to be a lot more added to the game. This is like Grounded. Has anybody ever played Grounded? I waited for Grounded to completely finish. This is an Oblivion game, by the way. I waited for Grounded to finally get in 1.0, and I'm glad I did because there was so much stuff that they added to the game that helped with the quality life of that sort of game. I want games to thrive, especially if you're an indie. I want you to thrive because this is your artistic vision, and for people like fucking like fucking this publication right here, I mean, for this gaming media to say, oh shit, it's lost money for months. And I'm over here just like, nigga, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? They're winning. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. And here's another one. Like, let me give me some. Well, let's find another one. Claire Obscure. Double A though. No, we're gonna go to Repo. Repo is getting a lot of pull. This is them. They're winning. It's like, oh shit, well, they're not making like they made like last 2 months ago. They're winning. This is a win. You have to. You know what? You know what? Here's a good turn. Anybody remember Hades 2? I loved Hades. I loved Hades. Where is it? This is bad. This is bad. Like, in all time, and I'm just like, oh shit, you all made it. This is bad. This is real bad. It's not like those other numbers. You know what I mean? Not, you're still gonna get, once this is all Hades 2 is still in early access, but this is still bad. This is real bad. I'm just saying. I think the difference between this Hades and the previous Hades is because I think it's because of the character designs with some of the characters. Because even though the character designs are really great in this one, though some of the character designs in the game give it some sort of Life is Strange sort of vibe. I think I just saw a character that was in a wheelchair, and it was a god. A god in a wheelchair. No, not a chariot, a wheelchair. And I think I saw Aphrodite's, who's supposed to be fucking smoking hot, looks like a fucking dude. So, I'm going to tell you again, I don't know why these game medias, they won't talk about this one. They'll never talk about this one because they love this one, even though they don't play the fucking game. They love this type of game. I like Hades 1 more than Hades 2. I like the art design on most of the characters, but games, they will always focus on something that men are focused on, and they'll be like, oh, men are enjoying themselves. Well, you guys lost a whole bunch of player base. It's like, well, I know all you guys like to, white guys like to, play, these games, but, you only play this game because of the hype. That's what this is. This is literally, it's pretty clear why Schedule 1 has lost 78% of its player base in a month. Just say, SVG, just say this. Say, you guys only liked it for the hype, and you guys don't actually like the game because you guys are just a bunch of men. Is like, especially white men. That's what this is. That's what this is. Gabran Gray? That's your name that did the article? You know what? I'm not gonna joke about the name. Okay? But I can read between the lines of what you're saying right here, okay? You're just trying to smack at the developers of this game, and you're trying to smack at your own audience. That's what I'm saying. You're smacking your own audience and the developers at the same time. And you're gonna get people, I don't even want to look at the comment section. I bet it's all bad. Game a dying does not matter. A solo dev made this and he's earned big bucks. That's the main point. Also, solo games don't die. People play the game, they finish the game, and return when they feel like it. Journos have been playing Candy Crush for 10 years and don't get it. They probably haven't even beat 1v1. You remember that article with Kotaku? It just came out. Kotaku just brought out an article, and me and Minimal Effort saw it. And Kotaku said, yo, is this a... It's over the... What game it was it? I think it was South of Midnight, but South of Midnight has a thing where you can literally skip bosses. You can skip a function in the game. Skip a whole fucking boss. It's too hard, skip the boss. You automatically kill the boss. You want to just focus on the story. What the and Kotaku called it a utopia. Is this a utopia where we could skip bosses now? Fuck you, Kotaku. Please get laid off. I'm gonna end it here with two things. I'm gonna end it with what I want to say, and then I'm gonna hear what chat has to say. Here's what I want to say to Games Media. Shut up and make my coffee. Shut the fuck up and make my coffee. I don't want to hear about you and your Starbucks employees having a hard time. I don't want to hear about you and your opinions on whatnot or politics or video games. Shut the fuck up and make my coffee. Okay? Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about anymore. You lost the plot. Alright? A couple of people have said, like, the media with their amazing unbiased of reporting. True. Media, when a game has a natural decline when it's peak. Guess everyone has to keep playing this one and only game forever now. How else do you milk them with in-game shops and DLCs? Let's see what chat has to say. Oh yeah, middle effort. What's up? What, you didn't like the fat god in the wheelchair? I did not like the fat god in the wheelchair. Don't you think it would make sense if you're a god, you're absolutely perfect? I don't know, you know, if you're a god or a goddess, you're supposed to be perfect. That's the meaning. But bosses are hard. Oh my god. Then, well, this is why, I don't know why, but my channel, when it comes to views, they always pop up when I'm doing bosses. They always pop off when I'm doing bosses. When I'm walking around Expedition 33 doing my stuff, people aren't around during that. But when I'm doing a boss, people are like, let's lock in. Let's see if he beats this one. Everybody's low health. Let's see if he wins. That's when people are watching the show. Because people love bosses. People like a challenge. Clickbait garbage channel is like that one reviewer who didn't know you could use level up points in Mass Effect. I never heard that. I never heard that one. Is that a thing? At least make that god some mechanical legs or some shit. That would be dope though. Actually, wasn't that wait. That was literally the guy who was in God of War. The guy that's literally married to Aphrodite's. What was... Yeah, why did she... His name was Philistides or something like that? And he was punished by Zeus or something like that? And now he's got, like, a wheelchair because his legs are broken? Wait, Philistides? I forgot his name. It's a big dude, and he finds you having sex with Aphrodite's in God of War, and so he tries to... You kill the guy that has been You cucked the guy and killed the guy that literally has upgraded your weapons. That was so fucking baller. I was like, yo, this is fucked up, but I'm here for it. That's the guy that was in the wheelchair from God of War 3. Hephaestus? Hephaestus, thank you. Yeah, that's him. The guy with the... Thank you. It didn't start with a P, it was actually an H. Was it the same guy? You know what? I'm gonna look. Nope. I want to see. I need to know. Yeah! Yeah. That's him. Yeah, that's him. That's the guy. It is the guy. Yeah, him, Hephaestus. He's been fucking working on your shit. That was the guy on the wheelchair. He's been making your shit. And I don't know if it's an option or not, but you fuck Aphrodite and he gets mad, rightfully so. And then as the god of war, you fucking kill him. And I'm just like, bro. He's like me for real. Yeah, Hephaestus made machines and weapons. He would have mechanical legs that work. Not a fucking... Wait a minute. That actually wait a minute. How come the Hephaestus in Hades 2 is in a wheelchair with mechanical legs? Wait a minute. Why did you make mechanical legs then? Why did you get a wheelchair if you got mechanical legs? You just made mechanical legs, don't they work? Why are you on a wheelchair? Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. I just thought about that just now. I was just thinking to myself, what was it? I'll show you who I mean. I was really hoping that it was wrong. I was really hoping that I was wrong. Why do you have a mechanical leg why do you have a wheelchair if you have a mechanical leg? If you're a mechanic, just use the power to walk again. Okay, you know what? I was talking about games media. Let's just end it there. It's a cuck chair on wheels. I'm sorry. I'm over here just like, bro, you're thinking small. What did they do to my boy? Huh? Well. Oh man. He was modeled after David Jaffe, also known as God of Cuck. Love that name. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. There's one thing that I'm okay with David Jaffe and what he said. David Jaffe said, I did not want God of War to be some guy that cared about his feelings, about making friends and all this stuff in God of War Ragnarok. It's okay for him to have a son, but we just had this guy who was angry all the time, who wanted to kill people that has wronged his family. And I'm over here just like thinking, wow, David Jaffe, I'm gonna be honest, that was one part that I didn't think David Jaffe was gonna say. He just said like God of War Ragnarok's about feelings. God of War 1 through 3 is about revenge. And that's all he wanted to focus on. He didn't want to focus on, oh shit, feelings and shit. I think he said he was okay with the whole him having a son thing, but he was, they didn't like the change in him where it was Kratos saying, oh man, I shouldn't have done all those things in the past and shit. I think I agree with him in that, because, you know, I miss that brutality of Kratos. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, I missed that. Okay. Okay. I'm so glad I talked about this. That was a lot. Okay. So, chat. We are about to play some video games, and I'm gonna be honest right here, right now. I don't know whether or not to play Oblivion or Expedition 33. If I play Expedition 33, Briars is going to leave because she doesn't want to get spoiled. I just know how people are. Or I could play Oblivion. I don't know. Real question, Mr. Hardcore Mode, your thoughts about Gustav in as a male lead? Really good character. Really good character. For a second there, I thought Gustav was kind of like it was kind of weird how he was acting in the beginning, but I have to remember that each person that is in the expedition, what's up, XCOM? Because you have to remember that the people that go to the expedition, they aren't particularly soldiers, but it's all about growing up really, really fast. You have to grow up really fast because Expedition 33, you are dying very, very quickly. I mean, humans are already dying very quickly already. For the Paintress to do all this shit, it's even more crazy. But here's the other thing though. Gustav for a second there kind of was annoying me because he was just standing there after they got attacked as... Wait, is this... No. It's not a spoiler. It's literally the beginning. Basically, Gustav was as soon as they landed into, you know, the territory of the Neverons and stuff, and he noticed all the expeditioners were getting killed quickly, people that he loved and cared for, including his girlfriend who got gourmaged. The way he was acting, I didn't like it, but it made sense. Does that make sense? Because I was over here thinking to myself, I was kind of getting pissed, like, dude, you need to move, man. You can't just stand there in the middle of a firefight with your mouth open. It's like he was so in distraught, and they are not actually soldiers, but they have to be a soldier. You know, they have to be a soldier real quick as soon as they step near Neveron territory. And the way they did him was very well done. Very well done. The way he was acting. I think there was one thing that should have been explained more was between Lune and Gustav. Man, I care about stories so much. I'm literally just ranting about some of the story. Okay, just let me talk here. Okay, he was about to kill himself. Okay, and then not only like a few moments later, all of a sudden he had the energy to fight all of a sudden. And part of me was just like, okay, slow down, okay? You're over here talking about like, oh, we need to save everyone. Nigga, you were the one that was about to blow your own head off. I was over here thinking, Lune, you should mention this. You should mention this. Because Gustav was like, we need to save Mael. And then Lune was like, we need to stick to protocol. And then he was just like, it's like, well, well, we're not going to do that. We need to save Mael. And then I was hoping that Lune would say something like, nigga, what? I mean, how could I trust you when you literally were about to blow your own head off? I mean, are you even right in the head right now? You know, that sort of thing. I love the fact that the developers touch on serious topics like suicide, but you can't just forget about the part where you were just about to commit suicide. Okay? You can't just make the characters go like, oh, that never happened. Man has some inner demons and trauma. Yeah. True, but he thought he was all alone at the time. He thought he was all alone at the time. And he really wanted to find Mael, and he had hope. I guess he had hope in his eyes that he could find the people that he cared most about, especially Mael, somebody that he cherishes the most, even calls her like a daughter or like a family member sometimes too. You'll notice in Expedition 33, a lot of people will just grandfather in certain people, even though they're not like racially in the same, you know, in the same area. Like there's a lot of adoption that goes on in this game. But I think it would be really cool if not too much, but they would discuss or have a little bit more discussion on what he did. But I think I'm okay with it. I think I'm okay. Basically I'm nitpicking. There. You found me. You found me. I'm nitpicking. Okay? I'm nitpicking. There, you found me. You found me. All right. Can we? Yeah, I'm nitpicking. You found me. All right? All right? Shut the fuck up. All right? I'm nitpicking. A good point. I'm 36. No. If I was about to go there on 35, basically as a regular dude, I'd be lost as well. Yeah, I would be lost as well too. Like you literally lost somebody because of the gourmage, and now you're here saying I'm gonna protect these expeditioners and people that I care about, and then they immediately, and then you're just like, well, that's it, I'm done. And then Lune comes over, and I'm over here. I think Lune is probably one of the strongest. I think Lune should be. There's a few characters in Expedition 33 that should be nominated for an award. Truly. Truly. Like, I think Gustav, Lune, Sael should be nominated for a award. Absolutely. Even Mael. I think they should be nominated for something. That's all I'm saying. There was too many good voice actors. There's too many people, and the writing was well done. All right, okay. Now I'm getting excited. I want to play Expedition 33. I know chat wants me to play Oblivion, but we have a boss to kill. We have a boss to kill if we have time. Because I do want to play. Because there's a boss that I want to encounter. I want to play Expedition 33. I'm sorry. I know, Shamer. I know. Chat wants from you to preach, my boy. I'm preaching. I'm done though. I'm done though. But I think I've decided. I think I'm gonna play some the moment between Sael and Lune was so good without any weird shipping shit. By the way, I was really thinking that Sael and Lune were literally going to be like a thing, but they literally specified that Sael is married to a man, and Lune, I think she's more like not really. I don't know. But I was over here thinking like Sael's gonna get with Lune, and they were like, no, just girls being besties. And I'm like, what the fuck? We can have girls that are just besties? I haven't seen that since Baldur's Gate 3. Jesus. With Shadowheart and Lae'zel. I was just like, damn, okay, alright, fine. About time. You never done ranting? Yeah, I'm never done ranting. He betrayed Tamriel, guys? Worse than a Daedra? Shut the fuck up. I wouldn't mind to play as him. Kind of brotherly protection for that girl. I kind of dig this. Yeah, I really do too. And I do like the boldness of the developers to just outright be like, all right, we're not going to go George R.R. Martin on every character, but, you know, they were bold enough to be like, you know, because after that moment, after Act 1, I was just like, bro, anybody. Lune is all business-minded. I think that's why. It's weird, because there are some moments where Sael says some pretty attractive things, and then there's some moments that Lune says some attractive things. Like, every time when I'm bothered by something that Verso says, I'm just like, what the fuck, Verso? You need to do this. And then Lune says it, and I'm like, bruh, she's me. Bruh, she's me. She's me. And I'm over here getting mad at certain characters, and then Sayel would be like, all right, everybody needs to calm down. And then as soon as you try to touch up the friendship between Verso and Sayel, Sayel will also not only be like, okay, we need to be nice to one another, but she'll also be like, all right, let's be honest, you fucked up. Like, she has both, you know what I mean? She's just like, okay, guys, can't we all just get along? But when it comes to certain conversations with her, she'll be like, all right, you know you fucked up. And I'm like, bro, she's right in the middle. She's compassion and logic in the same time. And I'm just like, god damn, bruh. God damn. I heard that there was a Sayel mod to make her more pale. Oh, well, all right. If you want to do that, I don't see why. I mean, if you're in France, there's people that are dark, that if I say darker, people are going to say black. There are some people in France that are of a different hue. Like they're either white or they have some sort of tannish sort of skin. Not black, not brown, but I'm just saying, I don't know why. Oh, well, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Not gonna lie, I'd be simping for my hot barefoot Asian chick, but I'm really digging Sayel so far. Me too. By the way, we need to play Expedition 33. I need to fucking find Sayel's fucking swimsuit. Holy shit. I think somebody gave it to me on Discord. Holy shit, I totally forgot about that. Somebody gave it to me on Discord. They said you can find it here. Hobo Apple just made Abraham Lincoln. Okay, I can find that. Yeah, I must have passed it. Alright. We are going to end it here, and I'm going to go over to another stream. If you want to join me for that, we're going to play some more Expedition 33. I think we're about to do a couple of big boss battles here, but I do want to get that Sayel costume before it, goes away. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys being here for the hard rant. We're going to play Expedition 33 if you want to join me. And yeah, if not, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.